come on out.
Well, this is what it's all about, isn't it?
And how?
Fresh air and uninterrupted views.
Yeah. I think it probably needs a conservatory on here, so you can actually sit here in the winter and take advantage of the views.
How fantastic would that be?
That would be...
Snow-covered fields.
Yeah.
They're getting creative. That's a good sign. They would also get a storeroom and a double-length garage with the chance to buy the whole barn building if they wanted to. But let's give Chris and Helen the opportunity to soak up their surroundings in the 1 acre garden. This is lovely.
It is. It's just wonderful,
It's
isn't it?
close to idyllic.
It is.
Lovely stand of trees. There's a sort of wilderness patch there that really cries out to be sort of levelled off and have something nice done to it. But
I can do that.
So, what do you think this 1 acre plot of land with a bungalow on it is worth?
Got to be about 530,000.
530,000, OK. How about you, Helen?
I'm going to say 510.
Would it make a massive difference if I said it was way over budget, if it was 550 or something like that?
Yes, it would.
It's not. It's currently on the market for 520,000.
Oh,
right.
middle
Honors
ground.
are even.
Yeah.
For the size of the plot, the size of the building, the original features, the obvious history, I think it's a fair price.
Yeah, I do. It is.
Go and have a look around.
Okay.
Take it all in.
Yes.
See you later.
Thank you very much.
And I'm glad you didn't say no.
We never say no.
You never say no. That's what I love about you. Well, the mystery property has done it once again. It's added that element of confusion, hasn't it? You can hear the cogs working as they're walking back to the house. And, you know, it's not always you instantly fall in love with a property. I got the impression that Helen wasn't too keen on the fact that it was a bungalow to start with. But I've just heard her say to Chris when she thought I was out of earshot, I'm really falling in love with this place. So maybe it's a case of bungalow yes, not a bungalow no. Apologies for that one. I do hope so, though. Because although it's £20,000 over budget, they do have room for manoeuvre on the money. Our mystery bungalow gives them a huge sitting room with period features, a large dining kitchen for Helen, and a study for Chris. 4 bedrooms, and a 1 acre plot, which is a real blank canvas with spectacular views over the Salisbury Plain.
It's a huge
idyllic,
garden, isn't it? Absolutely huge.
The outside of the house is absolutely everything we're looking for. The views are to die for, the stand of trees in the garden is almost idyllic. The mystery house is always going to be a curveball, and this is the ultimate curveball. We weren't expecting it, we weren't ready for it. We had to revise all our opinions, really, and start again from scratch.
This bungalow actually has everything. It's got character, it's got space, it's got views.
Ah, what a vision, both of you,
again.
through that
We made
dappled
it back,
sunlight.
finally.
That's absolutely idyllic.
You're too kind. You're too
Wasn't a strain for me either.
No,
Just leaning here on this post.
hard life, standing here, looking at the views. And
Well, property tour's over. Yep. Got a hell of a lot to take in, I'd say.
just a bit.
Oh, yes.
Yes, bit of thinking to be done.
I'm not going to put you on the spot now. I think you should go away and do just that. Have a good think. And we'll catch up with each other later.
That sounds fantastic. Excellent.
Our house search has certainly given Chris and Helen a whole host of different options to mull over. But will one property rise above them all? Well, it's decision time. Which, if any of the houses, will Helen and Chris go for? This is going to be a difficult one to call because they've had really positive things to say about all the properties. But have we found them the right house, with the right garden, in the right location? Let's go and find out. Trust you two finding the most idyllic spot in the whole building.
We thought we managed to escape.
You haven't, not quite yet. Well, you tell me.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
Are you going to escape to Wiltshire? Well, let's talk about the properties.
OK.
Let's start with the cottage.
It was a nice traditional house. It had some nice features. The rooms were small, and
They were.
I would have had a problem with the head height in a number of rooms.
Yeah.
The garden was pleasant, but it missed the important features of the view. And
Let's move on.
OK.
The stone house.
The stone house. Right.
I have never, in all the times I've gone to look at houses, felt the way I did when I saw the stone house. It just looked so traditional. The front garden looked nice. Inside, the lounge was superb. The fireplace was lovely. The sort of bay extension was really nice. The lounge was superb.
It was the back for me that was possibly a bit more of a letdown.
OK. What, the garden then?
Well, the garden itself was lovely. It did feel a little enclosed to me, and the back of the house was a lot plainer.
All right, we'll move on to the mystery property.
Okie dokie.
The bungalow.
I didn't like it when I first walked in, I must admit. And then room by room, it just grew and grew. The sitting room with the views and the nice little window seats and the huge, great fireplace. And you're never going to get cold in that house.
No, you're not.
And the fact that there is the perfect terrace out there to just put on a small conservatory, to me, I actually loved it.
Whereas as I walked round, the further I went, the colder I got. It just failed to move me one iota. But I had this conflict because I could see Helen's excitement rising. OK, let's cut to the chase. I don't think it's going to be the cottage.
No.
Which leaves us with two properties.
It does.
The stone house and the mystery property.
And we can't decide between the two.
We're still left with two. We're going to have to do lots of research. And I think you're probably fairly assured that it will be one of them.
It's been fantastic. You are such an inspiration, I think, to anyone who's looking for a house, because you can see past the bricks and mortar, you're positive, you put your heart and soul into everything you do. And, you know, good things happen to good people, so you're going to find a lovely property here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Cheers.
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 When we were confronted with Helen and Chris's extensive house move wish list, I thought to myself, uh-oh, we're in trouble here. But I needn't have worried. They've really embraced the word compromise over the last 2 days, and it's really been a joy to behold. They're just bursting with ideas. You know, this move to the country isn't just a nice idea for them, it's necessary for them to exist. And I'd say Madeira's loss is very much Wiltshire, this beautiful county's gain. Until next time on Escape to the Country, goodbye. Helen and Chris didn't waste any time putting in an offer and buying the mystery house. After some finishing touches from the builders, they're looking to move in very soon. And if you want to escape to the country in Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland or England and need our help, please contact us through our website bbc.co.uk/beonashow.
David Dimbleby takes us through the turbulent times of the 17th century with the 7 Ages of Britain. That's tonight at 7. Next up on BBC Two, a team who go by the name of the YI Factor are up against the Eggheads. Why the name? Well, you'll find out in just a sec.